Hey guys, it's Holly. I'm going to start this week's video with something I don't usually do, which is making a pot of coffee and then actually drinking some. If you know me, coffee's just not totally my thing, but sometimes on the weekends when it's cool outside, I really do enjoy it. Since coffee's really not my thing, there's really no other way for me to drink it than with some really yummy creamer. This is just French vanilla. I don't get too fancy. And I'm going to put a little bit of coffee with my lotta bit of creamer. So this next part is a requested recipe from my husband's coworkers. And I'm going to make a pan of apple dumplings. This is a recipe from a friend's aunt, which is why they're called Aunt Janice's apple dumplings. So this recipe is really actually super simple, and the hardest part, which is really only because it's the most tedious, is peeling the apples and slicing them. And your life will be much easier if you have one of these gadgets that I've got here, which is an apple peeler. It just came from Bed Bath & Beyond. I think it was maybe 20 bucks. I registered for it on our wedding registries. This is actually a wedding gift, but I've gotten lots of use out of it, and lots of people have actually gotten a lot of enjoyment from it because of the fact that these are my famous apple dumplings. And I'm struggling on the struggle bus with this apple here. It does not want to cooperate, but I forced it into submission, so that was a win. You can really use any kind of apples you want to use with this recipe. I've always liked to use Red Delicious because they're the most sweet, but I bet Granny Smith would be good too for that little bit of tartness. And now I'm going to slice the apples. So what I do is actually try to find the fattest part of the apple, and I slice off that side and then the side opposite and then the two smaller sides, which is like an apple quarter or something. And I just keep doing that and just throw the cores away. I use the big ones to actually wrap inside the crescent rolls, and the smaller ones I just kind of place around the wrapped dumplings as a garnish, but they end up tasting really good. It's basically like cinnamon apples. Now is where the crescent roll part comes in. You're just going to open however many packs of crescent rolls you need. I would suggest getting more than you think you need, because I feel like if you don't, you always run out. And so basically, to wrap the dumplings, you're going to put the flat part of the apple in the biggest part of the triangle of the crescent roll, and then just kind of wrap the rest of the way around. And then I put flat side down in the pan for it to bake. And you're just going to keep doing this until you filled your pan up. And you probably will need 2 pans for the amount that I'm making here. I wound up with like a 9x13 and a square size pan. I can't tell you the measurements. I'm not good with that kind of thing. Now is the part where you're going to make the glaze or the sauce that goes over top of the dumplings while they bake. And for this, I'm going to put the recipe down below, but it's basically a cup of sugar and some vanilla and some cinnamon and some butter. And that's all you're going to need. And you're just going to kind of, and some water. And you're going to reduce that down until the sugar's all melted and the butter's all melted. This will make your house smell so good, like so good. And then once that's done, I'll tell you what to do next. Also, this is a double batch that I'm making, which is why there's so much butter. I mean, the more butter, the better, but you put 1 stick of butter per 1 batch. I've made these so many times that I really don't measure what I'm putting in anymore. I just kind of eyeball it until it looks right to me. But your first time, you'll probably want to follow the measurements just to make sure that you get a good flavor. So you're going to actually take cinnamon sugar and you're going to sprinkle those over top of the dumplings in the pan. And that's just going to kind of chill while you're making the rest of the sauce. And now that that has reduced down and everything's melted together, I'm just going to take the pot and pour it over top of the dumplings. I just kind of go back and forth between my pans until I make sure that I have enough over each batch. It's not going to completely be covered, but there will be a good amount in the bottom of each pan. And as you can see, my oven is preheated to 350, and I'm going to put these on the middle rack, and they're going to cook for 45 minutes. You're going to have to forgive me and my house coat here. I had just got out of the shower and the oven timer was going off, and I had to go get them out so they could sit and cool. But I just wanted to show you an up-close look. How good do those look? Most of the time I serve them with some ice cream. So I'm jumping into my bathroom here. I'm going to actually do some cleaning. I had already dropped the dumplings off at my husband's work, and I'm home for the day. I'm off from work, and so I'm going to go ahead and clean up. For the bathroom, I really like to use cleaning wipes. Usually I use Clorox, but because of the great 2020 pandemic, I'm just happy to get what I can get. So these are the Great Value Wannabe Clorox wipes. And I'm just wiping down the countertop. Just so you know, there's like a shadow from the sink that's going down. There is not like a rust stain in the sink. That's just a weird shadow in the weird bathroom lighting. But I'm just wiping everything down. Y'all, I recorded cleaning the toilet, and not that it is cute what I'm doing right now, because it's not, but it was really not cute with the toilet cleaning, so I decided to just omit that for all of our good. This is in the master bathroom, so I'm just doing the same thing I did in the guest bathroom, which is clearing off the countertop a little bit and wiping everything down. Our countertops never get completely cleared off. We just have stuff that we keep there. Like I said before, we live in our house, so. And now now I'm back in the kitchen just wiping down the countertops. It seems like the kitchen never stays clean for very long. I mean, it's a room you use a lot, so it takes a lot of upkeep, at least in our house. And now I'm just wiping fingerprints off of our stainless steel. So I'm about to get ready to clean the floors, and the first thing of course you gotta do is pick up the junk off the floor. And I'm just gonna run the vacuum over the vinyl before I get to mopping. So probably one of the least favorite things I like about cleaning is having to move all the stools and the chairs to vacuum under them. But I also can't stand for them not to be moved and vacuumed under, so it's kind of like the never-ending battle. Y'all know. And the next thing I'm getting ready to do is to mop, and I use the Shark Steam Mop. We got on a Black Friday sale before we moved into our house, and this thing is awesome. It's so easy to mop and it doesn't make a mess, and you just take the pad off and wash it when you're done. In our house, we call this one Big Vacuum. This is just our regular full-size vacuum. I like to use this on the carpet once or twice a week, and then in between I use the little Dyson. And it works okay, it just doesn't get quite as deep, so I like to use this one every once in a while. Before I vacuum in here, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little picking up and fold our blankets and straighten up the pillows and the cushions on the couch. You may be able to see on the TV, you can see a little bit, I'm watching cleaning videos while I'm cleaning. Like I said, I just find this very motivating to watch cleaning videos while I clean my house or before. It gives me the inspiration to go ahead and get up and get what I need to do done. So it's kind of ridiculous how excited I was for this next part. I got a new toy, which is a carpet shampooer. We moved into this house about 2 years ago, and I haven't had a carpet shampooer during that time. And our carpet looked clean. I just knew it had to be dirty just from daily wear and tear, and we have cats. So I was going ahead and getting this filled up and putting the soap in it, and I'm going to go ahead and use it on our carpet. This is the Bissell Pro Heat Pet carpet shampooer, and I think it did a really good job. My only complaint is it literally felt like I was pushing 100 pounds, and by the time I was done, I was a sweaty mess. But our carpet looks great, looks brand new, and you will not believe how nasty the water was, even in our house that always looks clean. You just never know. I'm just moving into the living room now with the carpet shampooer. I did all the carpet areas in our house. I don't know if you can see, but occasionally you'll see like a little hairball come up out of the carpet. I guess this gets way deeper than a regular vacuum, and I even used the heavy duty vacuum before this and stuff still came up, so it really did get deep down and clean the carpet good. Oh, this part is so gross. Look how nasty that water was. Yuck. But I'm just glad it's not on our floor anymore. And this is the last part of the evening. As you can see, I'm in my PJs and I just unloaded the dryer, so I'm just folding up the laundry. And that's where I'm going to end this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. This was more of a deep clean, and every once in a while the house just needs it. I'm so tired. I'm ready to go lay down after this. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And stay tuned for more home stuff because I'm really enjoying making these videos for you guys. Have a good day.